the Not So Normal Rugby Show, and we're back. Yes, sir. It doesn't feel like we kind of left, Lucian.
They thought we were gone, but they couldn't keep us away as you be.
Oh, the Lord is my shepherd. I'm telling you, what an absolute feast of rugby we had this weekend. We'll probably get into that in just a little bit. But first things first, where are we?
RCB, we are at the spectacular, the majestic Boland Rugby Stadium, and what a wonderful privilege it is to be here this evening for the top 14 and the top 18 media launch of the Boland competitions that will be starting this weekend, RCB. Awesome things to look forward to here in the Boland. Lots of rugby happening, and what an awesome privilege it is, a blessing it is to be a part of it.
Yeah, definitely. Almal die top 18 clubs, die top 14 clubs, hulle sien regtig uit na hierdie kompetisie. En die wys regtig hulle liefde vir die ander clubs. Ek gaan nie net oor die top 12 en die groot uitdag kompetisie nie.
Ja, en dis waaroor dit gaan. Boland Rugby op die oomblik, ons weet, ons staan vir eenheid om moed te skep, you know, en vir vernuwing. Ja, ons wil vorentoe beweeg, ons wil iets skep, ons wil hoop skep, you know, en ja, is net great om hier so te kan wees vandag en ook saam met die visie te hardloop.
The 4 pillars of strength from President Benny van Roy. Speaking of, you had some conversation with quite a few guys, and here is what they had to say.
Halleluja en welkom hier so by die Not So Normal Rugby Show. Wat 'n wonderlike voorreg het ons hier vanaand om hier so by die top 14 en die top 18 media launch te wees hier by die Boland Rugby Stadion nie. En saam met my staan een van die generale, een van die leiers, een van die kapteine van die spanne wat gaan deelneem in die top 14. Dit is niemand anders as Jerome Matthijsse, Young Blues se kaptein. Jerome, hoe gaan dit?
Lucian, eerstens goeienaand, het gaan baie goed. Het is een voorrecht om hier te kan wees en ek kan staan als Young Blues se kaptein.
Awesome, Jerome, top 14. Julle het baie goed gedoen die jaar. Julle word gepromoveer volgende jaar. Julle speel in die groot uitdag. Wat gaan dit vir julle manne beteken om hierdie top 14 beker te lig?
Eerstens, vir ons as 'n gemeenskap, as 'n klub, is dit 'n groot voorreg om aangezien ons 'n landelike klub is wat van die plaas afkom, is dit 'n groot voorreg om volgende jaar in die groot uitdag te speel. Ek dink 2019 was al ons kans gewees, maar soos ek gesê, ons niks verander aan die resep, het nog steeds gekom vir 2022, selfe resep gebly, hou selfe manne, en ek dink dit was ons jaar gewees, 2022.
Ja, awesome, Jerome. Julle manne, regtig, julle talentvolle rugby spelers wat by julle speel. Jy jouself natuurlik ook 'n sterk man wat daarvoor lekker skram, wat die werk goed hand af. Sê vir my, wat is julle manne se doelwit nou hierso in hierdie top 14? Wat is julle mikpunt hier?
Eerstens, Lucian, ons mikpunt is, ons wil hier top 14 wen, maar ek dink die cherry op die koek is om te promoveer na groot uitdag, dink ek, daai was die groot sukses vir 2022. So vir die top 14 dink ek van die begin af Riebeek, Redeling, ek dink ons het as 'n redelike tawwe groep waar ons is, maar ons vat hom maar hekkie vir hekkie, maar ek dink ons doel is om die top 14 te wen ook.
Sy nee verseker, Young Blues se span wat wel able is om dit te gaan doen. Maar sê vir my, Jerome, in terme van hy groot uitdag, ek sien jy praat met groot lof, julle dink al klaar aan die groot uitdag vir volgende jaar al. Hoe lyk die beplanning nou en wat is julle mindset in terme van hy?
Ek dink, Lucian, ons sal nou 'n stepie hoër moet klim. So die vlak van rugby gaat na 'n hoër level toe moet skuif, een van coaching. En ek dink om ons brein te verkoop het aan die groot uitdag, dink ek ons gaan baie belovende spelers bykry vir 2023. So my boodskap is manne, ongeag die omstandighede en waar uit die klub kom join ons, want ek dink ons is besig om te groei en ons wil vir ons vestig in die groot uitdag. Nie om te kom kesel en weet te sak streek toe nie, maar ons wil 'n gevestigde span is in die groot uitdag.
Ja, daar hoor julle die kaptein Jerome Matthijsse van Young Blues. Hulle het hier gekom vir speletjies, hulle het hier gekom vir klein dingetjies. Die manne het gekom om mee te dink. So sien uit om volgende jaar vir julle in die groot uitdag te sien. Jerome, met dit teken ons uit, ons is nou weer terug. Halleluja, ons is regstreeks hierso by die Boland Rugby Stadion vir die media launch van die top 14 en die top 18 rugby kompetisie met my die kaptein van Wagenmakers Vallei, Faisal Dampies. Faisal natuurlik leier in die gemeenskap. Faisal, lekker om jou te hê. Hoe gaan dit met jou?
Ja, wat genaamd sê, Lucian, uitgespaar is 'n voorreg vanaand vir my om hier te kan wees en om deel te kan wees van die uitstreeks van die top spelers. So, dit is vir my 'n groot voorreg vanaand, Lucian.
Awesome. Faisal, julle het is gepromoveer van die streek uit van die gemeenskapskuld af. Is julle gepromoveer nou na die streek uitdag toe volgende jaar. Sê my, hoe was hy gevoel en wat is julle manne se doelwit vir volgende jaar in hy streek uitdag kompetisie?
Ja, Lucian, kyk, ons het vir baie lank het ons baie lank gespeel in die gemeenskapskuld en ja, nuwe dinge het gebeur en vir ons het die liga gewen in die gemeenskapskuld en dit was vir ons 'n groot voorreg na hoeveel jaar en baie mense het neergekyk op ons om eerlik te wees en mense het gesê dat ons sal dit nooit maak nie, maar toe ons die liga wen en eerste eindig op die lokke en dit was vir ons 'n voorreg en ouens excitement was daar gewees en ek self as kaptein was vir my was 'n groot privilege gewees en 'n groot eer gewees. So die excitement is baie groot om oor te skuif na 'n ander liga toe, nuwe uitdagings, nuwe kompetisie en is net exciting man.
Ja, awesome. Wagenmakers van hy regtig propvol talent. Baie van hulle spelers het meegeding in die Meierelkap vir Drakensberg. Maar Mr. Dampie sê vir my, die kompetisie wat nog voor lê, top 18. Wat is Wagenmakers van hy se doelwit in hierdie kompetisie? Hoe voel julle rondom dit?
Ja, Lucian, kyk, die groot geheim is dat ons wil die kompetisie wen en ons wil as wenners, as ons op Boland stadium die 3 Desember, wil ons as wenners uitstap en mijn doel wat ek vir die ouens gesê het is team support en effort en saamwerk en baie hard werk, hande vat en dit is vir ons belangrik, ons wil wen, ons wil graag die groot toeskouers wat agter ons staan, wil ons self trots maak, ons wil die plaaslik wil ons trots maak en die gemeenskap wil ons trots maak. En dis om die doel om die spele te wen vir ons wat die 3 Desember die finale sal wees en ek glo en vertrou, dit was my boodskap aan die spelers dat ons sal as wenners gekroon word die 3 Desember.
Awesome, Faisal. Net voordat ons afsluit, as daar enige woord wat jy dalk wil deel, net met julle ondersteuners, waarna kan hulle uitsien, wat se tipe rugby kan hulle voor uitsien in die top 18?
Ja, kijk, Lucian, om eerlijk te wees, ons het baie groot skare en ons skare staan elke naweek wanneer ons klub verteenwoordigers kom ons skare en getalle op en dis altyd excitement dat mense is altyd excited in die week. Dan veral al hoe laat vertrek die bus, hoe laat gaan ons vertrek uit die plek uit vir ons wedstryde so. Ek wil vir die skare vir die toeskouers van ons baie dankie sê en hulle sal beslis goeie rugby sien na my sin en almal is excited so die boodskap is kom op in getalle en hulle van my kant af sal hulle nie teleurgestel word nie en hulle weet ons staan agter hulle en hulle staan agter ons en dis 'n groot voorreg om dit te kan weet, Lucian.
Ja. Awesome, daar het julle Faisal Dampie, kaptein van Wagenmakers Vallei, die top 12, top 14 en die top 18 is nou aan die gang. Boland rugby is op sy beste. Ons is net nou weer terug met meer aksie. Halleluja, welkom terug. Hierdie keer 'n lekker geleentheid om saam met 'n afrigter te kan gesels. Ons is nog steeds hierso by die media lounge van die top 14 en die top 18 rugby kompetisie wat geloods word deur die Boland. Wat 'n wonderlike voorreg is dit vir my om nou saam met Miracles van Woolsley se afrigter te kan gesels, 'n man wat nou al 18 jaar sy ervaring het in afrigting, die Iwe JP Zali, sy van Zali. Baie moeilik om te onthou, ek moes dit actually 'n paar keer vir hom heeltyd gevra het, wat is jou van, maar JP, hoe gaan dit vandag?
Ag man, in die eerste plek wil ek eens net van die geleentheid gebruik maak om vir Boland Unie dankie te sê vir die geleentheid wat hulle skep om die minderbevoorregte klubs wat nooit die nodige blootstelling gekry het, die geleentheid te gee om ook dan te wys dat daar gaan rugby aan in die plattelandse of in die minder bekende klubs ook. Dankie man.
Awesome, JP, julle manne het nou al gespeel, julle het in die gemeenskapskuld gespeel. Is ek reg? Julle het in die streek gespeel. Julle was onoorwonde gewees in die streek.
Yes.
En julle gaan nou groot uitdag toe.
Yes.
Sê my, wat kan jy uitvat uit die jaar uit en wat is julle manne se doelwitte nou natuurlik vir die top 14 kompetisie?
Dit was 'n proses van so 4 jaar. 4 jaar gelede het ons by mekaar gekom, die bestuurspan van Miracles het dit baie duidelik aan my gemaak en gesê dat het ideale om groot dag te speel. So dit was meer 'n proses van 4 jaar om hierdie huidige groep spelers te bou. 4 jaar waarin ons 'n uitspeler gekom het en elke keer gefaal het en elke keer moes ek teruggaan en vir die bestuur sê, luister, ons is nog nie gereed nie. Ons gaan nie help, jy gaan op en af nie. Jy verstaan, jy moet gereed wees vir die groot dag. As ek praat van gereed, sê 'n mens vir jouself dat in 'n tawe kompetisie soos die groot dag waarvoor ons nou in is, moet jy ten minste gemaklik kan onder die top top 5 onder die laaste bodem van die liga eindig. Jy moet gemakkelijk in die middel kan eindig. As jy daar nie is, gaan jy maar net op en af.
Ja, JP ook rondom die klub Miracles self. Ons het nou lekker voor ons kom sit het lekker gesels oor die rede hoekom die klub ontstaan het in die eerste plek. Kan jy net met die kykers deel hoekom die klub ontstaan het, want ek dink dit is so belangrik en is vir my so 'n belangrike storie vir die klubs ook daar buite oor hoekom rugby klubs eintlik gestig is.
Jy kan sien 1965, is jare terug. Spraak die amper van 57 jaar gelede. Het die huidige voorsitter, meneer Moses Fortuin, sy pa was op daai stadium 'n plaasbestuurder net so buite Woolsley. Daar so 'n fabriek daar by Kemp. En die omliggende plaasboere het 'n groot probleem op daai stadium gehad met misdaad wat hoëgety ingeskiet het, met mense wat naweke nie iets gehad het om hulle self mee besig te hou nie. En dit is waar die klub gestig was, om daai spesifieke rede. En die plaasboere het op daai stadium met hulle maar op hulle maniere, die ene treie gekoop, die ander het broekies gekoop en die ander het 'n bal gekoop en so het hulle die kinders bymekaar gehou. En vandag wat 'n droom, soos terugkyk. Hoe trots moet daai manne nie wees nie dat die klub vandag in die elite groep van Boland se groot uitdag speel.
Ja, sien verseker uit Coach JP om vir julle volgende jaar te sien meeding aan hy groot uitdag. Coach JP het al manne afgerig soos Wayne Julius, Bola Conradi, Quentin Davids, die name gedaan. Jy het hulle draai gaan maak by die WPL. Coach, hoe dryf coach nou volgende jaar 'n span wat nou vars uitkom uit die streekuitdag in die groot uitdaging?
Dit gaan meestal oor jy moet op kardinale plekke moet jy die nodige ervaring het. So dit is vir ons belangrik en dit is wat ons die afgelope 4 jaar gebou het. Is gebou om spelers seker te maak dat spelers is gereed, want dit is Boland se elite kompetisie. So jy gaan nie sommer daar inkom en verwag jy gaan oorheers nie. So dit is 'n proses van ons moet spelers, jy kan ongelukkig die ons ryp drukkie. Ja. Ons vat dit wedstryd vir wedstryd, so die pre-season gaan baie belangrik vir ons is. Wat ons gaan bereik in die pre-season, teen wie ons gaan speel en daai tipe goed. So jou pre-season gaan baie belangrik wees. So vir ons die kompetisie wat ons nou gaan speel, die top 12, dit is eintlik vir ons deel van ons voorbereiding.
Ja. Awesome coach, wat se tipe rugby kan ons verwag gaat die Miracles speel hierso nou in hierdie top 14 kompetisie?
Ons stiek by wat ons hele jaar doen. Ons stiek by wat ons die afgelope 4 jaar doen. Die afgelope 4 jaar het ons 'n fondasie gekry van goeie voor- en agterspelers, 'n kombinasie van 'n goeie agter waarvan ons kan speel. Net vandag se rugby is so belangrik dat ons almal vergeet van die basiese goed. Jy moet nog steeds 'n goeie skrim kan hê. Jy moet nog steeds 'n goeie lynstaan kan hê. Jou fasette moet nog steeds op standaard is. Want jy kan die beste flair kan jy agter hê. As jy nie daai fasette oorheers nie, gaan jy maar 'n swaar dag het. En spesifiek as jy kyk na jou Roses, jy kyk na jou Delicious, jy kyk na jou Bella Vista, jy kyk na die spanne huidiglik waarin ons gaan wees. Dit is spanne wat sit met kampioenskap status en al die tipe goed. So dit is wat vir ons voorlê.
Ja. Coach, julle is seker baie opgewonde vir hy challenge.
Baie opgewonde, maar ook baie nederig. Net ons weet presies wat lê voor. So dis 'n proses en jy met die balans moet jy baie goed hanteer, want baie van die spelers, ek bedoel, moet jy nou nog knyp, jy ook kan nie glo, hulle speel volgende jaar groot uitdaging.
Awesome coach, that is a great story. Coach, voor coach gaan, enige woorde af vir die spelers, vir die afrigters, vir die mense in Woolsley van Miracles, net 'n woord vir hulle voor coach van die lig af gaan.
Eerstens wil ek vir Woolsley se gemeenskap sê, dankie vir die ondersteuning. In die breë gemeenskap. Jy weet, verlang het ons Woolsley Rugby Club gehad. Maar Woolsley Rugby Club het soveel spelers en daar soveel talent in Woolsley. Dat ek dink dit kan net, die gemeenskap kan net baat vind dat ons nog gaan 2 spanne in die groot uitdaging in so 'n klein dorpie. So wat 'n voorreg kan dit wees vir spelers nie.
Halleluja, wat 'n wonderlike voorreg. Was dit nie vir my om vir coach JP hierso op die soute het die coach? Alles van die beste voorspoed en mag gaan wind van guns in julle seile waai hierso in hierdie top 14 kompetisie sowel as die groot uitdag volgende jaar. Ja, met dit teken ons uit, ons is net nou weer terug met nog meer aksie.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of interviews. Voel so 'n bietjie oulik, so 'n bietjie onweer hier in die lug.
Ja.
Aan my kante, but interesting conversations we had. The captains, the coaches, they're really up for this competition, which starts this week and of course next weekend.
Yeah, you don't want to just participate. You don't just want to take part in a competition, and that's what you get from these guys. You get it from Coach JP. You got it from Jerome, and you got it from Faisal as well. These guys are here to play rugby, and they are here to compete. They are here to try and lift the trophy. So exciting times. We are bound to see some good quality rugby being played out in the top 14, out in the top 18. So be sure to go and support your team. And yeah, looking forward to it, ACB.
Just before we get to one or the eventual interview that I had, Coach JP, his team, unbeaten. What a season.
Yeah, what a season. You know, I was speaking to Coach JP before the time, and he just mentioned his credentials to me. The Miracles team there in Woolsley, they really do have a good quality coach on their hands. I mean, he's coached at province level. He's coached here at the Boland as well, the academy sides. And yeah, to have somebody like that in your system, it shows by the fruits that they are bearing at the moment. You know, they've been promoted up to the Grootheid. They're going to play now in the top 14, and good things looking out in the windshield for Miracles, and that just shows the need that each and every club needs to have a good quality coach at the helm.
Yeah, speaking of somebody that's at the helm, who's an institution in the past couple of months since he's undertaken such a job as being the CEO of the Boland Rugby Union. This is Quentin van Rooyen.
Well, once again, another absolute privilege to have a chat with the CEO of the Boland Rugby Union, Mr. Quentin van Rooyen. Quentin, we are here tonight. It's a media launch. It's top 14, it's top 18. Is gezond in die Boland, soos hulle sê in Afrikaans.
Ja, baie gesond. Dus welkom, dankie vir die geleentheid. Ja, what we've done here this evening is a media launch, try to sort of duplicate what we did with the top 12, because we want to sort of reach out to our foundation, which is the clubs at the bottom where the numbers are, and we want to make sure they understand, listen, they're just as important as the top 12 teams. So, hence I'm saying, you know, there's a whole foundation, because you could see in the top 18, there's a 75 clubs that sort of competed there to qualify for the top 18. In the top 14, there was 65 teams. So it's an honor to play there. And the guys want to sort of use that platform to reach out. Hence, we've got you guys here and all the other media houses to say, let's interact. Let's talk about the clubs at the Streekdag and the Gemeenskapsskuld. And let's tell the public more about them as well. You know, if someone is from Klein Willem, for instance, they must know about a Streekdag club in Worcester. So they might be in a couple of years qualify for Grootheid, and they might know of them. So we want to tell a whole story, and I've used the word family here this evening for a reason, because we need to create that Boland family environment, and I think hence we're starting at the foundation, and then we bring it all up.
It's similar to, or the competition style is similar to that of the top 12. What was the idea about that?
Yeah, if you look at, but it's saying the same as the previous years. I think it's only the top 12 that they changed from 4 groups or 3 teams. Now it's six teams in 2 groups. The top 14 and top 18 is obviously 4 groups as well. So there's a lot of competition, and there's, you know, you got one chance, you lose, you get another chance, sort of thing. So you can go home. I don't use the terminology anymore of go back to the drawing board. So you can go back to the iPad now, because we're all technology. So they can go back and do that and try and change the results in their favor, so that they can qualify. Because we spoke a lot about the semi-finals. You know, it's a grand stage, up more than 10,000 people on the 26th of November. Who don't want to play in front of a crowd like that? You know, rugby will be, the vibe will be awesome, the rugby vibe. The spectators will cheer people on. So that's what people are playing towards. And yes, and I know you guys will talk a lot about the top 18 and top 14. So bragging rights on the field, and maybe bragging rights, we get mentioned the most because we're playing good rugby. So that's what it's all about as well.
Speaking of bragging rights, quite a few upsets that many would not have seen coming. But the top 12, a lot of healthy competition indeed. And there's a sort of aura and excitement about the top 12 and the competition itself. Everybody can beat anybody in this competition.
Seems like it. All my predictions were wrong from the last weekend when we spoke at halftime in Caledon. And yeah, I think the one interesting result was when we spoke at halftime, it was Citrusdal leading Robertson with 14 points. I think 58 points in the first half. Unbelievable. And then Robertson just took over to win by 3 points at the end. Yes, a lot of upsets. I made a joke today saying, the best 2 clubs in the Boland is maybe in the Wit Central because they've got the best social media. Everyone follows them there. But are they actually the best? This top 12 will decide who's the best. So it gives you more opportunity now to really decide who is the best. In the past, like I said, you get 2 games. Now you get up to a maximum of 5 games. And that makes it... So I'm going to give you an example. A Citrusdal always heard about a Robertson or whatever. Now they can play against them. Now they can measure themselves. Same as Delicious, go measure themselves at Caledon. So that's a nice thing about this competition. And I used the words last week as we're going to find out who's the real kings of Boland rugby, club level, the top 12. And we'll find it out on the 3rd of December. The upsets, we had a lot of excuses. So obviously the clubs, luckily didn't hear a lot of complaints about the referees. But the clubs will have to go back and fix it. And it's good for rugby. There's no favorites. That's the good thing.
The first week has come and gone. It's game week 2. The crowds have come out in their droves. They supported their clubs. What is your message to each and every community, not only in the top 12, but also the top 14, top 18?
Yeah, I think go out there and support your teams. You might be the player number 16 on the, or let's say player 23. That's pushing them to achieve what they should achieve. Make sure your voices are clear when you get there because they need you. Just a motivation when you walk past them in the week, into the build-up. Because remember, when they play on Saturday, they don't only represent that club, but they represent the community. Because they owe it to the community because the community lifts them up. So, yeah, I think go out there, enjoy the fun, enjoy the excitement that rugby brings. I mean, I can't imagine a Saturday without rugby. No matter it be club rugby or provincial rugby or now URC or Springboks or so. But you want to be part of rugby. Rugby is in our blood. It just all depends who we're supporting. So go out there, support your team, and even if your team loses, go there again next week because they need you.
You heard it here first. Go out there, make it a family day. That was Quentin van Rooyen, and of course, he is the CEO of the Boland Rugby Union. We'll be back with all those fixtures right after this.
Always like to have a conversation with Quentin. Very informative, passionate guy, very loving guy for not only rugby but just in service of people. And that's something that we do here as well. It's a passion of ours. It's a love of people. I mean, ek wil nou nie biblical raak hier nie, maar die grootste gebod is jy moet jou naaste lief hê soos jouself and what an example of that.
Ja, as jy net met dit wil ek net van hierdie geleentheid gebruik maak om weer eens net vir almal daar by die huis om verskoning te vra. Ja, die ding het nie mooi geloop Saterdag hier en ek het sommer die foon in die hand gevat. Dit het baie swak kwaliteit gewees. So ek wil net regtig weer eens dit gebruik maak because we want to give you the best quality available. In that moment, I just wanted to do the start of the game live on the stream. Just wanted to do the start. I literally had my phone in my hand as if standing like this. My arms were starting to buckle every time. But just to see all the comments and stuff, sometimes you must be able to take the good and you must be sometimes be able to take the bad as well. So I hope that the viewers out there will forgive me and know and trust that type of mistake will never happen again.
Yeah, also, just because we Club Rugby Live, it doesn't mean that we just focus on us. I had the privilege of working with the NH Sports TV guys this weekend because we also had a mishap in obviously miscommunication as it was with you guys, and what an absolute treat it was to work with those boys. So once again, apologies, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. All 21,000 of you that's been watching that game. Yeah. So thank you for your support for all of us as streamers, NH Sports TV, Club Rugby Live. We really appreciate it. But we've got to get to the subject at hand.
Yeah.
It's top 12.
Yeah.
What an absolute festival of rugby. Thousands and thousands of supporters at venues. Caledon was packed.
Het was nog geen spijtdij, het was een paar dagen voor spijtdij en het was gepakt bij die veld.
Die mense het gekeier, die vieren, die boots was oop, papa.
Ja, het geloop.
Ding is gezond in die Boland, man. As 'n man so kan kuier voor 'n pyde, nee, hy is gezond, man. Ek is nog nie so gezond nie, want die wind daar by julle in Caledon, yes.
Wat het die canola aan die man gemaak?
Canola is 'n probleem, but anyways, het was 'n baie lekker dag, baie interessante wedstryd, moet ek vir jou sê, want ek gaan sommer stryd met die deure in die huis val hierso. Twee spanne wat definitief, ek kan sien, hulle 3-4 weke laas rugby gespeel. En natuurlijk, jy is 'n afrigter, voormalige, nog steeds professionele rugby speler. Ek kan nog, ja.
Ik kan nog een beetje Joel, ik het wel gezegd, kijk, ik is
nog wat. Ek meen, ons weet hoe die besigheid werk. Het is altyd moeilik om fisies terug in die game in te kom. En die eerste helft het dit bewys van al twee spanne. Het was bang bang, tough game. Caledon natuurlijk koning gekraai, 26-11. Goeie wedstryd, kliphard. En ja, ons gaan later gesels oor die uitblinkers.
Ja, die man
oor die uitblinkers,
ja.
ja. Maar dat was 'n goeie result.
Ja, goeie
en 'n
result.
goeie result vir Houston. Sien dat ons by die Overberg is.
Ja,
Houston
brilliant
wat
result.
agter was teen Roses op 'n tyd en kom terugveg daar in die bos. Het is moeilik om te wen in die bos, man.
Ja, ik praat vandaag hier en daar met een paar Roses mannen gepraat. Hulle sê het was tough in die bos geweest. Die mannen, hulle was hier inch, they weren't given an inch there in Houston. So ja, lekker leer skool dan nou vir Roses geweest. Hulle gaan terug na die drawing board toe. Soos Kona gesê het, jy gaan nie meer terug drawing board, jy gaan nou terug na die iPad toe. So terug by die iPad dan nou vir Roses. Maar die game waar ek by was, Wesbank teen St. Helena. Ik het op een tijd gevoel soos 'n klerenmannetjie op 'n smartie box. Die mekaar dinge gebeur, weet jy wat links of regs is. Kyk die game maar die twee spanne het regtig 'n goeie show opgesit. Baie dankie vir die management daar by Wesbank wat die game absoluut briljant uiteengesit het. Ek bedoel die organisering agter die games is baie belangrik. Ja, great control gehad en awesome rugby wat gespeel was. Wow, Wesbank wat as oorwinnaars uit die stryd uitgetree het. Tawe enetjie 41-37. Kyk, as regtig baie goeie spelers. Beide kante. St. Helena het baie goed begin, maar het was Gavin Skippers, die kaptein van Wesbank wat sy hand opgesteek het en deur voorbeeld gelei het. Sy span terug laat fight het terug in die game en regtig voor en agter spelers wat lekker saam gejol het. En ja, dit aan die einde van die dag vir die tuisspan laat seëvier aan Malmesbury. So let's just go check the results for this weekend's top 12. Wesbank beating St. Helena 41 points to 37. Rangers Robertson coming back from behind against Citrusdal, beating them 39 points to 36. Skrik van niks, Houston beating the Mighty Roses 31 points to 12. Saldanha Bay and Darling playing to a 16-all draw there in Saldanha Bay. And then Caledon, there were you were beating Delicious 26 points to 11. And then the big one, or you can say the big upset of the weekend, Monty traveling away to Sierras, beating Bella Vista there in their backyard, 20 points to 22.
Yeah, I just want to take this opportunity actually and congratulate Hoblo, as they are known. What an absolute feast of rugby. I mean, going to Bella and winning. Literally, they beat them.
Yeah.
It's a tough one to take. And I'm sure everybody in Sierras is thinking, you know, we've got to pick it up this week.
Yeah, no, look, especially after Bella, you know, unbeaten throughout the entire Wit Central campaign, coming now first match in the top 12, tasting defeat. So I think it is better to taste defeat now and know what it tastes like. You know, you don't want to get that taste again. So maybe they've learned now out of this. It was maybe a good learning school for them. Obviously, first time for them playing in the top 12. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Bella Vista bouncing back and showing what they are made of in the next match.
Well, we'll get to those fixtures and our team of the week that we selected through the various games in just a little bit. I just want to let you know, the canola fields in Caledon, absolutely fantastic. But the moment I got to Elam, I saw some action, some good rugby on display. It was the 30th anniversary celebrations. We were privileged to have the president of the union, Mr. Benny van Rooy, joining us at the gala evening. Absolutely fantastic stuff. You guys did well. Lucian couldn't be there due to his ongoing responsibilities that he has nowadays. Myself and Mike is being second fiddle here. We need to play second fiddle here. But you guys did an absolutely fantastic job. And yeah, it was awesome. There was a 400 strong brass band as well, because it was the brass band South Africa's festival, so it was absolutely fantastic.
I missed out there, actually.
Hey?
I missed out there.
You missed out because it was massive, you know. It was good rugby. We celebrated players on Friday night. There was rugby, of course, during the course of the day. There was legends playing, literally legends, and these guys were absolutely nailing it. One guy bumped off 6 defenders, went to go score in the corner, literally came on, bumped off 6 defenders, he goes and scores the try, and then he comes off. He lumps off immediately. So, yeah, but it was always lekker. It was lekker. It's always
glad
good.
you enjoyed it.
Always good. And of course, Brass Band Festival. Altijd lekker. Anyways, that's just a little bit off topic. But somebody that's always on topic is the man that Lucian got to speak to. The Vice President of the Boland Rugby Union, Mr. Willie Small.
Halleluja, weer eens terug hier so by die top 14, top 18 media loons by die Boland Rugby Stadium met my die magtige, die kragtige Willie Small. Willie, die vice-president van Boland Rugby, sowel as die voorsitter van Young Blues. Willie, gaan met jou vandag?
Man, Lucian, dit gaan baie goed.
Ja.
Ek moet vir jou sê, ek is verskriklik opgewonde met wat op die oomblik in die Boland gebeur en by 'n geleentheid soos vanaand het om erkenning te gee vir ons klubs is fenomenaal. En ek is verskriklik excited saam met die klubs om deel van die geleentheid te wees, hoor.
Ja. Willie sê vir my, jy staan op 2 poste, jy het 'n werk, jy's 'n advokaat. Hoe doen jy dit alles? Hoe kry jy dit reg om alles so te kan manage by die klub, by die unie, sowel as jy het nog steeds jou eie voltydse werk wat jy ook moet doen?
Lucian, ek sal meer as net die interview nodig het. As ek vir jou moet sê hoe ek dit reg kry. Dit is verskriklike uitdaging om as ek nou al my portfolio's kyk, jy weet, soos jy reg sê, Boland se visie-president, Young Blues Rugby Club se voorsitter en ook my familieverantwoordelikhede en my werk. So is 'n tolorde. So om 'n balans te doen is nie maklik nie, maar deur die Vader se genade en sy krag en sy wysheid, my maat, probeer ek my beste daarvan te maak. En as die groot ding wat saf is my slaap. So ek slaap gemiddeld so 4 ure slaap ek gemiddeld. Dit is maar die enigste manier hoe ek dit kan maak. Met min slaap, maar baie harde werk en jy moet maar gefokus bly. En ek oefen so nou en dan, as ek draf so 'n bietjie net om seker te maak ek daar is 'n goeie balans. So is nie maklik nie, maar ek is die Vader dankbaar vir sy genade om my net deur te dra om dit te kan maak, hoor.
Halleluja, met sy genade, ons is tot alles in staat. Willie, ons is tot alles in staat. Willie, sê vir ons, wat kan ons verwag? Kyk, ons het nou klaar gesien die top 12, hy's mos nou die manne wat die top ouens is. Wat kan ons verwag van die ouens hierso wat nou top 14 en top 18 gaan speel?
Ja, ek wil sê, ons het in die verlede nooit geleentheid soos dit gehad, waar ons vir ons La-liga klubs gesê het, ons waardeer julle deelname ook met Boland Rugby. Ek dink die feit dat die ouens besef wat van hulle rekenskap geneem en hulle word geken, man, het al reeds 'n positiewe impak. Ek weet van die laaste naweek se uitslaa met streekuitdagspanne, onder andere die Young Blues wat gepromoveer het van koplande bygesê, nee, koplande bygesê. Jy weet, daar's 'n excitement by ons klubs van die La-ligas. En hulle met hulle self gedurig, jy weet, teen die beste spanne. So, ek dink is vir elke rugby speler in die Boland, of jy nou gemeenskapskuld of streekuitdag speel, om in Boland se topliga te speel. Dit is die beste kompetisie in SA rugby. Dit kom by amateur rugby en klub rugby. So, ons spelers in die Boland, hulle sê vir hulle self, ons met ons self, jy weet, teen spanne wat in 'n hoër liga speel. En so, ek is van mening dat jy gaan goeie kwaliteit rugby sien. Ons gemeenskapskuld, daar's baie talent. So, jy hoef nie in 'n kavalierspan te kom om net vir 'n groot dagspan te speel nie. Jy kan, daar is van die spelers wat in 'n gemeenskapskuld span speel. Byvoorbeeld Young Blues, se skrimskakel, Reino Mare. Hy's van Young Blues. Hy's geteken by die Cavaliers as die skrimskakel. Dis wat die resultate is, Lucian.
Jy moet daar uitsteek by die Young Blues. Jo. Maar ja, Willie, hier is baie lekker interview gewees. Net voor jy gaan, is daar enigiets wat jy dalk wil deel met die Boland ondersteuners daar buite, net rondom sake en so. Ek sal ook graag wil weet waartoe stuur ons hierdie skip, die Boland skip op die oomblik. En ja, net 'n woord van jou af.
Ja, Lucian, ek wil eerstens vir die Boland se rugby publiek ondersteuners baie dankie sê. Jy weet, rugby is niks sonder jou ondersteuners nie. En die passie waar volgens Boland rugby se mense hulle klubs ondersteun. Dit is wat van Boland se klub rugby so 'n wonderlike produk maak. Is die mense langs die veld. Ek het in Bella Vista gesien wat gebeur met hy passie. Die excitement wat daar is. So ek wil vir die mense van die Boland sê baie dankie. Baie dankie dat julle die produk ondersteun. Dankie dat julle Boland rugby ondersteun. Ons weet ons maak foute en ek weet dis reg om te kritiseer en opbouende kritiek te gee. So dis okay, weet, maar ek wil net hê dat wanneer mense negatiewe kommentaar lewer op sosiale media waar ook al moet onthou, die Boland is nie Willie Small of Benny van Rooi se Boland nie. Dis almal se Boland. So wat jy afbreek, dis jou produk en dis jou klub wat aan die einde van die dag benadeel word. So kom ons ondersteun die Boland rugby, kom ons steun die klubs met die nodige passie en dissipline. Is 'n groot ding. Ek weet ons mense kan hulle gedra man. Ek weet ons mense kan verantwoordelik. Ons kan. So ek wil net hê ons mense moet verantwoordelik optree en hulle spanne met die nodige entoesiasme ondersteun sonder om negatiewe dinge te doen en verkeerde sportmangeese weet aan te wakker. So baie dankie vir almal se ondersteuning en ek glo dat die Boland rugby gaan van krag tot krag gaan en ek glo dat ons almal gaan in die sukses gaan ons kan deel en om ons vir ons kinders 'n geleentheid te skep want dis waaroor dit gaan. Ons create an opportunity for young people just to be the best. So thank you very much.
Halleluja, daar het julle dit, die magtige Willie Small. As jy iemand nodig het om vir jou te verteenwoordig, hier sit die man. Sy, baie dankie vir jou tyd Willie en mag die Boland net van krag tot krag gaan en mag ons hierdie skip sien met wind in sy seile en sien vorentoe gaan. Met dit, ja, sy met dit, ons is nou weer terug met nog meer aksie.
Advokaat Willie Small, geleerde, gesonde, groot gees man. Hy man is 'n groot gees, altyd lekker ou man, lekker vibe and always. That's how it should be in a union. It shouldn't be stuff. You should be approachable. You should be able to have conversation with anybody, you know, and that's what the guys do here at the union.
Yeah, you know, I saw once we had a Mayoral Cup meeting here, coaches had a lot of complaints, like each and every single coach had complaints, and Willie was actually handling the meeting, and he handled it so well, you know. He can have fun, he can smile, but he also knows when it's a time to be stern, when it's a time to be straight, and when it's a time to follow procedure and protocol. So learning a lot from him as well in my time here at Boland and walking through here and seeing all these guys. So yeah, privilege, a massive blessing.
Ja, dit is maar nog 'n woord, maar nog by Young Blues aansluit.
Ja, as ek 'n kontrak But yeah, without further ado, let's go to the fixtures for this weekend's top 12 matches. Big matches coming up this weekend once again. St. Helena by at home against Skrik van Niks Houston. Wesbank after their great win against St. Helena take on Citrusdal again in Malmesbury. Roses United taking on Rangers Robertson at Vegkoppie. That is the one TV game for this weekend. Darling taking on Caledon. That's another big one. Montague, after their big win, they take on Saldanha Bay. Massive match again. I can literally say massive match after every single match. And then the last one for the weekend will be Delicious taking on Bella Vista. Both teams will be looking to bounce back after defeats in the first round.
Yeah, and I just got word from the CEO that's going to be a live game as well, all the way out in Klein Willem. Luckily, one of us has a lot of experience broadcasting in Klein Willem, so you know, you never know. I'll wait for that call. Probably, but it's just a privilege to be a part of this. You know, we started this in the beginning, and now we're finishing it.
Yeah.
That's grace, undeserved grace.
Undeserved favor, bro.
Undeserved favor.
Did nothing to deserve.
Yo, absolute nuts. But anyways, you know, all we need to do is see and taste that the Lord is good.
Hallelujah.
Something else that's quite good is the following 15 players that us as commentators or commentary teams have selected for this past weekend. It's something we're going to continuously do. However, we need your help and assistance. You can check us out on our social media pages, on YouTube in the comment section. Put a comment down there as well. And of course, hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Everything is at Club Rugby Live. That's at Club Rugby Live. And get involved in the conversation. Now, check this out. This is the team that we've selected. So we'll start obviously, as you guys can see at home as well, this is the Boland Top 12 Round 1 Team of the Week. Caledon's very own skipper, Clarence van Wyk. Absolutely fantastic game on Saturday. Had a hand in a try as well with a little chicken wing pass. Timed another one to perfection to put Lorenzo Swartz through a gap. This guy is all over the field. He's not only doing the basics well, but he's also entertaining us. So deservedly, he's in that Team of the Week as well.
Yeah, the hooker, Marvin Benjamin from Austin. Number 3, Marius Herman, the 106 cap darling player, getting a shout there in the Boland Top 12 Round 1 Team of the Week. And then the lanky Al-Qaeda Bike is donning the number 4 jersey there. And the pick on number 5 came from John Paul. Obviously, he said Brent Africa did a really amazing job at the lineouts, also in the loose.
I think that might have been a little biased because JP, of course, is a former lock himself. So kind of weird, but he knows his things. It's all about criteria at the end of the day. I just want to say that it's not just about scoring tries. It's not just about kicking the conversions. It's not just about being the main guy in terms of scoring points. There's a criteria as to where and how we pick these teams. And we'll send you that criteria as soon as you hit that like and subscribe button, as well as the notification button right now. Anyways, so we need to get to our loose forwards.
Yeah, so the number 6, we went with Jean-Jacques Matthijs. Number 7, Charles Gerber. Charles Gerber played on the 8th position for Westbank, but with John van der Vent playing such a massive game for Saldanha Bay, he was picked at number 8. Obviously, some valuable mentions there at number 7. Obviously, Emile Boysen of Saldanha Bay. Solomon's the number 7 for Westbank. He was amazing. So there were very good players that did put their name in the hat for that number 7 jersey, but it was Charles Gerber who made the team this week. And then yes, John van der Vent, man of the match in the Saldanha Darling draw. He gets the number 8 jersey.
Well, to the backs we need to go with Ryan George. I just want to say thank you to Sebastian for this. We had to go with him. He knows the man best. And no pun intended there, so best, you know. Anyways, so Ryan George, we went to him at scrum off just because he leads from the front. There was quite a few guys that could have potentially played in this Team of the Week as well. We decided to go with Ryan George, and then a couple of selections that I'm really excited with. And I'm going to skip the fly off because I want to go to Mac John Daniels and Gavin Skippers. And that's 2 guys that we've been speaking about for a while, and today we had a lot of arguments, constructive arguments about these 2 centers.
Yeah.
Can you explain what was the reason as to why we chose these boys before I get to the flyer?
Look, there was very good competition in both 12 and number 13. Obviously, JP Bester from Caledon. PJ Bester, yeah, thank you for that. Very big candidate there. Obviously, Nalani also of Westbank, great centre. Belder and Koenraad of St. Helena by fantastic outside centre. But we had to go down to Mac John Daniels, Montiki coming away. In Bella Vista, massive victory there. Him playing a big part, big, strong ball carrier, running the ball hard in the midfield. A difficult man to stop. He's also probably going to be putting his name into a hat here to come train with Elshawn Bock and Coach Lionel and Coach Franzel them at the end of the year, I'm sure. And then Gavin Skippers, of course, the man that scored 2 tries, kick conversions, kick penalties, played a captain's innings, played a captain's knock on Saturday. You couldn't deny the man. He was beat after the match, couldn't even do an interview. That's how tired he was. He gave it absolutely everything. And that's the reason why I believe he made the number 13 jersey there.
Now we've kept this I've kept this up because a lot of people are going to say, it's probably because you were in Caledon. But Chester Benjamin makes this Team of the Week. The impact that you make as a fly-off necessarily doesn't evolve around the amount of points that you score, but it's about how you control the game. It's about how the basics. How do you get your props to come into their pods and sticking them into structure? There were times when the Delicious boys and Corne du Plessis with his brilliant educated left boot struggled in the win on Saturday, but I've seen this guy play. He's absolutely phenomenal. He kind of lost it sometimes, but then you got to get a guy like Chester who didn't really impact the game in terms of points. However, he did the basics well in controlling how his team sets up. And whenever Delicious tried to come and counter that, Lucian, he would just keep them in play, keep them in structure, and go from there. So that's why he makes the team.
Yeah.
And now lastly, we need to get to that back three. Somebody really missed out here.
Yeah.
Scored 2 tries, assisted another one. But he doesn't make the cut this week. We went with Keanu Williams.
Yeah, so Keanu Williams, the fullback of St. Helena. The reason we went with that, Hershey is Keanu played a fantastic match. It is actually between him and Lorenzo Swartz, who was also the man of the match in the Caledon game. We know Dylan May played a fantastic match there, but Keanu Williams, he's like a house on fire. Every time he gets the ball, he's one of those X Factor players, you know, that you just enjoy to watch. That is where when he gets the ball, the fans rise to their feet because they know that something is going to happen when he gets the ball. The defense, they know that they have to be more alert because this guy can do anything. He can sidestep left, he can go right, he can goose, he can swerve, he can do anything. So he had a fantastic match as well on Saturday. That's why Keanu Williams gets the 11.
And then, seeing as you, the Mr. Speedster, another Westbank player makes this team of the week.
Yeah, so
A lot of bias going on here.
No bias. Really, Luke van der Westhuizen. We were watching the game. Even Dieter Bosman was standing next to us. He was like, "Who's that guy?" Every time he got the ball, he's looking electrified.
Yeah,
He's
really good.
He made meters every single time. Kept the ball in field. Doesn't get tackled out as often as many wingers these days get tackled out. So kudos to Luke van der Westhuizen. Also was awarded with a try. Obviously, there are many great wings in the tournament.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Western wing now as well. The fast feet one.
Yeah, he's got Lopez.
Well,
But then also in Westbank as well, Ralph de Toy. I actually like him. I think he's brilliant. He's one of those wingers that.
From Westbank.
Yeah, he's normally on the bench.
Yeah, they said they jerseys.
They swapped the jerseys.
So
Yeah.
we thought it was Ralph de Toy because the jersey was apparently too tight for Luke.
Oh, yeah, now if you must have muscle like that. Because remember, you show me up every week here and with the muscle. So, anyway, so
Yeah, and
that's.
fullback there, the fullback.
You know, there's one player that stood out. Now, I checked out social media, checked out what the guys were saying at the games, and we've got a lot of contenders. We had a lot of contenders for it. But the guy that actually stood out for me was Lorenzo Swartz from Caledon. That's why he makes the team of the week, not only for his brilliant play, but also contributing with a boot, scoring a beautiful try. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So that's our team of the week. Yeah. That's why they make it. If you think, somebody else needs to be in there, check out the games this week. Let us know on social media. And of course, we will consider that for next week's show. It is time for us to say goodbye. Yeah. And you can reach out to us at clubrugbylive@gmail.com. Of course, that's our email address. You know what it is. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, you name it. We've got it at Club Rugby Live, including right here on YouTube. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. And I'm telling you now, we are going to come and bring you information and give you information that you probably wouldn't receive anywhere else. We've also got, hopefully, something special in store for you from this weekend. That's enough from the Not So Normal Rugby Show. We took a break, but we're back, baby. It's the Boland Top 12. It's your boy Yoshi V and my man Lucian Kibido. Bye-bye for now.